Thank you, Rabbi Bach. The House will come to order. Today's Pledge of Allegiance is by Sam Craybill, Lila Bunch, Margaret Dobell, and Flora Silberman.
Join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Representatives Arndt, Becker J. J. Becker.
Excuse.
Becker K.
Good morning.
Excuse.
Becker J is coming back from the water conference.
Beckman. Benavides. Bridges. Buck. Buckner. Representative Buckner. Representative Becker K is present.
Excuse.
Carver. Catlin. Coleman. Covarrubias. Danielson. Escar. Everett. Exum.
Excuse.
Foot. Garnett. Janal. Gray. Hamner. Hanson. Herod. Hooten. Humphrey. Jackson. Kennedy. Kraft Tharp. Landgraf. Excused. Lawrence. Lawrence.
Excused.
Lebsock. Lee. Leonard. Lewis. Liston. Liston.
Excused.
Lontine. Lundeen. McKean.
Excused. Representative Lawrence is here.
McLaughlin. Melton. Michelson Janae. Neville. Pabon. Pedersen. Rankin. Ransom. Ryer. Roberts. Rosenthal. Sane. Representative Buckner is present. Sane.
Excused.
Salazar. Sandridge. Sias. Singer. Singer.
Excused.
Thurlow. Valdez. Van Winkle. Weissman. Willett. Williams. Wilson. Winter. Wist. Young. Madam Speaker.
Present.
Becker J. Exum. Landgraf. Liston. Key. Sane. Singer. 58 present.
All right, with 58 present and 7 excused, we do have a quorum. Representative McLaughlin.
Madam Speaker, I move that the reading of the Journal of Wednesday, January 24th, 2018 be dispensed with and approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
Thank you, Representative McLaughlin. Members, you have all heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed signify by saying no. That motion passes. Announcements and introductions. Representative Kraft Tharp.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Business Affairs and Labor Committee. Can I have your attention, please? Please. So I want to remind you that we have a field trip today at 1:45. We will be starting at 1:45. What I'm suggesting is that let's meet, if you'd like, on the north doors of the Capitol at 1:30, and we can walk over together. We're going to Comcast to see the new offices at Comcast. For those of you that are going by yourself, Shane, Representative, it's at 225 East 16th Avenue. So that will be a field trip to Comcast for the Business Affairs Committee at 1:45 today. Thank you.
Representative Beckman.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have two announcements. Tomorrow at 7:30 to 9 at the Old Supreme Court
chambers commissioners from across the state of Colorado will be in the house. We know we love our counties and we love our county commissioners. So tomorrow, Friday, 7:30 to 9, come visit your county commissioners for coffee and carbs and good conversation about what's actually happening on the ground. And for the first time tomorrow, the Caucus on Aging. There's a flyer on your desk. Tomorrow, 7:30 to 9, we'll be meeting over at 1525 Sherman in room 603. Come hear about some really exciting legislation coming forward about dementia and how we can help those living in the community in your district. It's going to be a great presentation. So the Council of Caucus on Aging and County Commissioners tomorrow morning, please be there.
Members, we have announcements and introductions. Representative Winter.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Attention members of the Transportation Committee. We have joint transportation upon adjournment in 271, not our normal place. And please bring your budget books and ask really good questions of JBC and give them your ideas. See you then.
Representative Rosenthal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So members, I made a mistake yesterday. I know it's hard for a political person to say they made a mistake. So I said that we were going to have the Aerospace and Defense Caucus lunch yesterday. Actually, it's today. So room 603, 1525 Sherman. Hopefully you all will be able to make it. Well, not all of you, just a lot of you. Thank you.
Further announcements and introductions. I know I saw some folks over here. Okay, guess not. Representative Janal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and members of the Health Insurance and Environment Committee. We do have a meeting today at 1:30, and we're going to be covering 2 sunset review bills, one on weather modification and one on Consumer Insurance Council. So please be prompt at 1:30 today. Thanks.
Representative Rankin and Representative Foote.
Well, members, you know, it's always an honor to be visited in our chamber by elected officials. Sometimes we don't always acknowledge
Hold on 1 second,
the
Representative
wonderful
Rankin.
work that dedicated members. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was just saying, sometimes we don't acknowledge the wonderful work that dedicated public servants do throughout our counties, all our special districts. This morning, we have 2 distinguished visitors with us. I'd like to introduce Rob Glassmeyer, who's the elected coroner in Garfield County.
Representative Foote.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And also we have Emma Hall, who is the coroner in Boulder County. She does a wonderful job for the folks of Boulder County. They're both sitting over here to our right. Please welcome them to the chamber.
All right, welcome. Representative Hansen.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I would like to introduce some incredible students that are with us today. I reached out to all of the principals within my House District, and they have sent us their very best this morning. So for House District 6 Stellar Student Day, please help me in welcoming the fine students from across the district. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative McLaughlin.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm just announcing that I'm taking February 3rd off to do some work in Durango.
Okay, that is approved. Further announcements or introductions? Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I sneaked in from over on the left side there today. Colleagues, once again, today is Sportsman's Caucus. It's Hot Dog Day, but because of the logistics of not eating in the room, those of you who are members of the caucus and going to the meeting, or legislators, or anyone you're taking to the meeting, eat at 11:30. That way you can get your eating done and go into the committee room. All your staff members, all the support staff, the highway patrol, all those folks, they can start eating at 12. So please tell your aides and so forth, they can start at 12. The rest of us will be at 11:30. Thank you. Also, if you have a membership form that you haven't turned in, I'll still take those.
Representative Breyer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm just announcing that I will be out of off the floor on Monday, January 29th for some medical stuff. Thank you.
Okay, that is approved. Any further announcements or introductions? Representative Valentine and Representative Carver.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
If you don't.
I don't mind. and I, like Representative Wilson, came in from the different direction than I usually am. So here we are today to remind you that tomorrow is Military Appreciation Day. Don't forget.
Representative Carver.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, just a reminder, in the morning we will have reception and display tables on the first floor representing different aspects of our veterans and military community. And we would very much invite you to stop by for at least a few minutes and perhaps learn more about our military and veterans community, have an opportunity to engage one-on-one, and we think that we want to welcome those folks to the Capitol. Some of them have traveled quite a distance, and so if you're able to do that in the morning before morning session, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Representative Valentine.
And just real quick, the reception does start at 8. There will be coffee if you need to get a little more awake.
Representative Carver.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I got into trouble yesterday for saying appropriate beverage for the morning, and of course for me that automatically means coffee. So come, drink coffee, talk to our veterans. Thank you.
That is my drink of choice in the morning as well. Lots of coffee. Representative Listed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And members, in that same vein, for those of you who don't make the early morning reception for the veterans, following the military appreciation events here on the floor, upon adjournment, just a block and a half up, Comcast has invited interested legislators. They're hosting a reception for some of the veterans that we'll be honoring and so forth. You're invited. It's at 225, I think it's West 16th Street. It's in the so-called Capitol building on the second floor. Comcast would love for you to come up there and see their new facility and meet some of these distinguished veterans. So I left a flyer on your desk yesterday. Hope you can attend. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative Danielson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just needed to announce quickly that I have been excused for tomorrow.
All right. Any further announcements or introductions? Representative Salazar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, last night, well, let's take a step back. Yesterday morning, a young man went to work. He went to work, he's a public servant. Went to work, as he did every single day, serving, protecting our communities. He performed his job admirably. He performed his job throughout the day. And then at 8 o'clock last night, I got notification that Deputy Heath Gunn, he was shot and killed in House District 31. As we tried to follow the story, getting information from Adams County Sheriff's Office as well as our County Commissioner, Chaz Tedesco, we learned about the senselessness of the violence that unfolded off of 88th and Washington. The guy was just doing his job, responding to a request for help. We don't know if it was a home invasion or what it was, but he was there to help people, and he was killed. And as of this morning, while one suspect has been arrested, 2 others are still at large, which has prompted Adams 12 as well as Mapleton school districts to close down around 18 schools as they conduct a manhunt in our various House districts. I ask, Madam Speaker, for a moment of silence to honor Deputy Heath Gunn and to ask for prayers for his wife and for his family.
Moment of silence is granted.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, and I thank my Adams County colleagues for all of us standing up here in honor of this honorable gentleman.
Thank you, members. Our thoughts and prayers are with Deputy Gum and his family. Madam, actually, further announcements or introductions? Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just a reminder to everyone to sign up for the workplace harassment training. You should have an email from Jennifer Gilroy with a link on it to where to sign up. Everyone must sign up for one session. And then I just want to announce that the Colorado Hospital Association invites you to a legislative reception tonight at 5 p.m. at History, Colorado. I hope you can make it. 5 to 7, they'll put on a great reception. Thank you.
Representative Lawrence.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Members, I just wanted to remind everyone that the Colorado Contractors Association has an intra-industry luncheon tomorrow, starting at 11:30 at the Marriott in the Denver Tech Center on South Syracuse. This is a great opportunity for those of you who want to get some information from the folks who actually build our roads and our infrastructure. This is a great opportunity for you to talk to those people who are literally the boots on the ground. So I hope you're planning on attending. I know I'll see you there.
Representative Rankin.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I know you all are partied out, social events every night, but tonight there's another exciting event at the Brown Palace hosted by the Colorado Petroleum Council and the Colorado Petroleum Association. 5 o'clock, Brown Palace. Be there.
Representative Melton, Representative Everett.
We'll go on the left this time.
Odd being on this side.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Tomorrow's bow tie, scarf, baby, bolo Friday, but it's also, we're celebrating veterans. So if you're not going to wear a bow tie or one of those other items, let's try to make it as patriotic as possible tomorrow. Representative Melton, take it away.
Wear the red, white, and blue.
Amen.
Further announcements and introductions. Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. And members, this morning we have a very special guest with us and we have a tribute to give.
Members, could we have your attention at the well? We're doing a tribute. Thank you.
Mr. Randall, could you please read this tribute?
The House of Representatives convened in the 71st General Assembly hereby extends sincere commendations to Veronica Barella. For over 33 years, Veronica Barella has displayed sincere devotion to the improvement of the Latino community and the economic revitalization of Santa Fe. She is setting a fine example for citizens across our state through her work as president and CEO of NewsEd, a nonprofit community development corporation founded in 1973 to serve as a catalyst for the comprehensive economic development and beautification of the Santa Fe Drive Arts and Business Corridor. Veronica has helped move more than 800 families into home ownership and built out more than 600,000 square feet of housing and commercial real estate in the West Side neighborhood and beyond. She is not only a key player in the economic development of the Arts District, she has also helped found some of Denver's largest cultural observances, including the Cinco de Mayo celebration. The members of the Colorado House of Representatives are proud to recognize Veronica and thank her for her contributions to her community and to our entire state, and wish her continued success and happiness. On request of Speaker of the House, Crisanta Duran, given this 25th day of January 2018, State Capitol in Denver.
Well, we're so very honored to have Veronica here with her entire family, Thatcher, Anna, and Andrea. And Veronica, on behalf of the Colorado General Assembly, we want to thank you for all of your work to our Colorado community. One of my favorite times I had the opportunity to be able to work with Veronica was actually on the bill Colorado Asset. And a lot of people don't know, but when we were looking to bring forward that piece of legislation so that undocumented students could get in-state tuition, there was a small group of Latina leaders, Veronica Barella being one of them, that helped us to organize our community through an effort called the American Dream. And she has been there at the forefront advocating in the community for many, many years. It is an honor to know you, and we are so thankful for all of your service to our great state of Colorado.
Representative Pabon.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. And on behalf of the people of House District 4, of whom Veronica and Thatcher are residents of this district, express our sincere gratitude to the community work that you've done over the course of many, many years. Thatcher, thank you for lending Veronica to us for so many different rallies, community organizations, fights about civil rights, and making sure that everyone from elected officials to community members are held accountable for their actions, and making sure that we do things in the best light to represent all the community. Thank you for your wonderful mentorship, your guidance, and your sincere inspiration to all of us in all that you do. Your retirement on Saturday will not be the end of a career, but the beginning of something new that we can only hope to all participate in and learn from. Thank you.
Representative Benavidez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I just wanted to tell you, Veronica has been there. I met her roughly 40 years ago, and she has been not only running her nonprofit, but she has been in the halls of government. She has been in the boardrooms, trying and working hard to make changes in our Latino community. You know, I worked with her as a young person around farm worker, immigration rights, police issues, and she was never one to back down. That's one of the things you will hear from her. But she was always reasoned and thoughtful and made a great case. And as a result, people in government, particularly in the city and throughout the state, look to Veronica for advice and leadership in many areas. So I, for one, am so thankful for her leadership, for her guidance, for her example, that I look to that every day, and I know so many people that are coming up through this times are her daughter Andrea, who will be taking over, and you said, and still working on the economic development around the Santa Fe corridor, is stepping right into her shoes and making great decisions based on the work that Veronica has done. So thank you, members, for extending this tribute with us to Ms. Barella.
Representative Salazar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. A doña luchadora, a jefita, and my constant companion in social justice for about a dozen years, if not longer. I met her when I was a student at CU Boulder back in the early 1990s, when I was a research assistant for Professor Esteban Flores. I met her at that point, and at the turn of the century is when she and I really started working together on social justice issues, and within the past 10 years, looking to right a lot of ships happening in the city and county of Denver. What's really cool about Veronica is you don't say no to Veronica ever. I'm sure Thatcher knows that. Or maybe Thatcher's the only one who does say no to Veronica. But I learned that you never say no to Veronica, and if she told me to organize a protest, a march, or a rally, I would ask her, when does she want me to organize it, and how long does she want me to organize it for? And that's what's really cool about the position that she was in prior to her retirement, and the fact that she led from behind the scenes so many great social justice movements that you see on the surface, but you didn't realize that she was there always behind ushering that social change along. We're going to miss you in that position. I don't know if I mentioned some of her nicknames. One of the nicknames also is Mayor of Santa Fe. Santa Fe Drive, that is, not Santa Fe, the city. But that's one of her nicknames, is Mayor of Santa Fe, because there's something about being a mayordomo, something about being a jefita in our community that earns you that title of a doña, and that is you lead with love, always with love for our community. And we're going to miss you in this position, but we know that you'll always be there standing behind us and working for community. Thank you.
Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Veronica Barela, gracias por todo.
All right, thank you so much. On behalf of the entire General Assembly, Veronica, thank you so much to you and your family for all that you have done, and we know that you will continue to do much more to serve our community. All right, announcements and introductions. Any further announcements or introductions? We have nothing else on the calendar today, and it is early. It's only 9:33. Madam Majority Leader Becker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stand in recess till 1 o'clock today.
All right, seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until 1 o'clock today.